Hi everyone, I am Krista McNamara, Managing Editor of ABRN Magazine. The motorsports segment has long been a very natural partnership opportunity for manufacturers and shops in the automotive industry, but many might not fully understand the true reach and impact that can come to your business or brand when you get involved in the motorsports arena. Sherwin-Williams Automotive Finishes has had a long-standing relationship with NASCAR and is designated as the official paint of NASCAR. So we have with us today Adam Chafe, who is the Vice President of Marketing for Sherwin-Williams, and he's going to talk with us about the power that a motorsport sponsorship can have in helping to grow and promote your brand, which can lead to more money for you at the end of the day. So Adam, thank you so much for your time and for being with us today.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to join you.
So, there's many motorsports events and organizations out there today. Why is NASCAR a good choice?
NASCAR works for us for a number of reasons, and the partnerships began a number of years ago. Sherwin-Williams Automotive Finishes has worked with NASCAR teams for 15 years plus. We work with a dozen different teams, and you'll see our products on 30 different cars and partnered with 30 different drivers each and every weekend. And it started there with alliances with those teams. And we continue those today and have really good productive partnerships with them. A few years ago, we formalized a relationship, though, with the governing body of NASCAR and have become the official transportation finishes of NASCAR, as well as the official paint of NASCAR. And that partnership works for us for a number of reasons, and it really all connects back to their brand. It's really one of the strongest properties in all of sports and the strongest brand in all of motorsports. 75 million viewers throughout the season, 5.3 million viewers every single race week on average, very powerful platforms in social and online media, and that really is where it begins for us. But I think where we get the most leverage is when we connect the power of their brand to the power of ours. So the phrase "Ask Sherwin-Williams," really the identity of our brand is well known throughout a number of different industries, but it stands for the same thing in all. It really stands for two simple premises: expertise and access. And expertise in the people that work for our company and the products that we sell, and access in that we own our own Sherwin-Williams paint stores and are differentiated from our competition that way. NASCAR marries with both of those identities particularly well. If you think about the ability to run cars at 200 miles an hour plus safely around so many tracks through such a long season, the expertise is unquestionable in the engineering, through the teams, and through the governing body. But the access that a sport like NASCAR gives to our employees, to our customers, to our prospects is really unprecedented in any other major sport. You have the ability to take guests down into pit row on a race weekend and stand with the drivers literally moments before they get into their cars and start lining up for the flag to begin a race. Pretty powerful property, pretty unbelievable access.
Mm-hmm. And it's so great for the sponsors to be able to have some tangible things that they can see to see where their partnership dollars are going. But also the NASCAR fan base is one of the most loyal in the sports industry. Is that correct?
It really is unprecedented loyalty. We know that, and I've read research that the loyalty of fans, particularly in consumer products, is exceptionally powerful. So close to 2/3 of the people that follow the sport and really have a favorite driver and a favorite team mention their loyalty at a high level to the brands and services that those teams and those drivers represent. And that's a really good starting point on the consumer side of any business. Our business is really more business to business and B2B as Sherwin-Williams Automotive Finishes. So our relationships are with collision shop owners, fleet managers, all the way into the aerospace industry and private aviation. And it's a powerful platform there as well. I've recently read in some Fortune 500 research that 1 in 3 companies in the Fortune 500 is affiliated either with a team or with NASCAR as the governing body. Pretty powerful statement for many billions of dollars in brand value for them to tie their equity to the equity of NASCAR. So really good on the consumer side, really, really good on the business-to-business side too.
Mm-hmm. So obviously these businesses that would be entertaining this idea would definitely be in good company with these Fortune 500 sponsors as well.
They're there at the track every single weekend. And it's a long season that they commit to, so they get a lot of exposure throughout the 40 races or so run each year.
Now you've talked about obviously the immense exposure opportunities that you have being tied to a brand like NASCAR. What else is in it for Sherwin-Williams? What are some of the other benefits that the company sees?
We activate our partnership with NASCAR in a lot of different ways. The most visible might be in hospitality, and that's bringing customers and prospects to events that we host at tracks most weekends throughout the season. But we also use the partnership online with our website. It's a great mechanism to drive traffic to our site. We use it in social media. We use them as a center point in a lot of the promotions that we run throughout the year. We even feature NASCAR branding within our branches and soon to be featured on our entire fleet of Sherwin-Williams automotive finishes delivery vehicles. So we try to activate the brand every chance and at every touch point that we can. Mm-hmm. What I think NASCAR does really well is how they market their year. They set up 4 seasons within the year, and it's obviously the Road to Daytona, their Race to Green, an American Salute, and then the Race for the Chase. And that gives us an opportunity to bring a fresh message to our customers and to our prospects throughout each of those individual seasons within the year. So great chance for us to talk about our brand, to talk about the NASCAR brand throughout the season. And those are most of the basic ways that you'd see it in media every single day. We try to take it a lot deeper than that. So we'll use the facilities of the team owners. If you've never been to one, they are magnificent labs in engineering, but also in design. And we use those facilities very, very actively. We'll use them to demonstrate product. We use them for product research. We use them very often to host educational events and seminars so that we can connect our brand with the NASCAR brand, with the specialization of that team, but very, very importantly, give our customer an opportunity to see the sport from the most intimate view possible and learn about the industry, our products, our business partnership at the same time. So it can be as simple as social media. It can go really deep to working in the shops with customers and the teams to really build our brand and our product portfolio.
Now, obviously, you talked about the education component there. What are some of the other initiatives that you're doing in partnership with NASCAR?
Well, we've just extended our partnership with NASCAR, so that's probably the biggest initiative. We've extended our contract with them for another 3 years. But I'd say some of the things that we spend a lot of energy on are, again, within the teams. We service them deeply. We kind of embed ourselves within those teams, and it gives us a great view to our technology being used in its harshest conditions. So we can use them as a lab for development of green technologies, for example. If you look at how often they change the color schemes on their vehicles, we can use it as a lab to really experiment with color retrieval technology within those race team shops. So we use them as a place to learn about products and where to go with our products, as well as to develop a brand platform.
And I know that you're sponsoring the Fastest Lap Award. Is that correct?
We do. Every week we get to provide a check to a driver and team, recognizing their performance at a race, selling our brand a little bit, and as we try to do at every race to bring our customers and our prospects there to get that up-close experience with the driver, with the team owner, in a venue where we get to talk about ourselves, give them an experience they never get anywhere else.
You've talked about a lot of the benefits and opportunities there for Sherwin-Williams. What are some of the opportunities that exist at the shop level in going forward with these partnerships?
Yeah, the one of the main talking points within our industry every day is how to help a shop owner become more lean in their operations, how to get more cars through their production machine in the same amount of time makes them more money. It's a very simple formula. Well, if you get to one of these race shops and get to see lean in action, it really can teach them some things they can translate back to their own businesses. So as I mentioned, we host educational events there all the time, but it gives a shop owner a chance to see a different type of lean operation and bring some of those practices home. Any shop, any race team shop is working on, they might have 20 plus cars on their floor at any given time based on the schedule of events that they run. Really complex production system to get the 3 or 4 that they're taking to a racetrack any given weekend optimized, on time, loaded in a trailer with the right setup for the racetrack. It's a fantastic visual experience in lean production on really tight timelines. Any business owner is going to learn from getting an up-close view of one of these shops.
And and aside from kind of the shop management perspective, shop owners can also use this as a promotional tool in terms of, tangible things that they can sell to their customers, correct? Like T-shirts or coolers, things like that?
Sure, we've got great wearables programs that connect with NASCAR, obviously. That's the fun stuff to hand out at any event. But we invite our partners to use our brand and the NASCAR brand in the front of their store. That endorsement that says proud partner of NASCAR is a powerful one to suggest the quality of work that you're going to get into a shop. We bring the relationship into the back room as well. Obviously, the production team is a really critical component to their business. We want to reward them too. We bring wearables and icons of the NASCAR brand into the shop too. But again, one of the best rewards for not only your production team but your customers is to get them to a race, get them into a race team production environment. We provide those opportunities all the time. We want our customers to use our relationship with NASCAR to reward their customers. It's just a perfect partnership that way.
And, speaking of rewarding the customers, you talked a little bit about some of the hospitality opportunities there. Can you tell us about the NASCAR Home Treks program and how the shops can utilize that?
It's a great point that you bring up. So with NASCAR comes a number of different driving sports within the industry. One of the most valuable to us is the Home Tracks program. And if you're not familiar with Home Tracks, it's basically a minor league of racing. And there are estimated to be 15,000 plus teams that race throughout the minor league series, to use that terminology, in motorsports. So for a shop, that's a great opportunity to not only connect with these teams, to promote with these teams at the most local level, to take their shop brand to a track and promote their brand at a local level, and again to create smaller hospitality events at these venues. Again, any Saturday night, bring employees, customers, family members, and reward them for all the great work that they do for their business. So brand activation, team activation, promotional activation to drive engagement and to drive sales. Great opportunity for these local shop owners.
When the customers being either the shops or the consumer are at these events, what cars and teams can they look for that showcase the Sherwin-Williams brand?
Well, we've had, as I mentioned, contracted partnerships with a number of the teams for a long, long time, 3/4 of them to round the number out a little bit more. So it could be major teams like Roush Fenway Racing, Richard Childress Racing, Joe Gibbs Racing, all fantastic Sherwin-Williams partners. Again, all the way down to the local team levels. We want to get our stickers on the cars that are racing around the tracks each weekend. So we've got too many team partners at that level to really mention. But through the NASCAR relationship, our sticker ends up on a whole host of those teams in those smaller local venues every single week.
Well, Adam, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today. I think you've provided some really great information about the motorsports segment and also insight into the power that the involvement in motorsports can really have on building and promoting a business, whether it be at the manufacturing level or at the shop level. So I really hope that those watching have gotten some great takeaways on how to use this element in the industry as a great opportunity for not only your company but also your bottom line. So if you're looking for any extra information about how Sherwin-Williams partners with NASCAR, you can go to their website at www.sherwin-automotive.com. Again, that's www.sherwin-automotive.com. Thank you.